January 1st, 2023. Happy New Year to all of you. I did not go out last night. I didn't celebrate. I was in bed by 11 because I did not want to start off the new year with a hangover. I feel like the last couple of years have all kind of boiled down to this moment in my life. A lot of crucial decisions have to be made and subsequently followed through on. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I also feel like in the past year, I've been using parties and social gatherings as a means of escape, as a means of momentarily not thinking too much about the fact that I was not pleased, not content, not happy with my current situation as it was and frankly as it is. And the thought of waking up on the first day of the new year and just being like, because this is the thing that I know nobody likes a hangover, but I think I've talked about this before. I feel like there's definitely different degrees of how hangovers hit people. And I've talked about this in other videos where it's like people will tell you like, oh, I'm so hungover, like, yeah, this sucks. But then you'll see them like having another drink during the day, or they'll be out and about having fun. And that's when it kind of hits you like, oh, what you call a hangover, that's not how I experienced that. And for me, and I know for a lot of people, certainly some of you watching, when I get hungover, I don't get sick, I don't have a bad stomach, it's none of that. I just get mentally like low. The whole day is futile. I'm not, a lot of people, they can just like go on the couch and throw on some Netflix and just, watch TV all day or watch sports. With me, it's just the whole day is a waste. I'm counting down the seconds until I can go back to sleep and wake up feeling better the next day. And then if it's a bad hangover, it can last up to 3 days. So I just, did not want to start off like that. So stayed home, just hopped out the shower now after running 6K in the woods, and it feels great. Now, I don't want to throw too much in this video yet because I have a lot of concepts and stuff that I want to like further explore in other separate videos. The one thing I wanted to talk about this morning was, and maybe you can tell by the t-shirt, is I've been reading, so as many of you undoubtedly, I spent a good part of the last decade basically buying all those books that are basically the books as it pertains to becoming smarter and becoming more efficient. Like you guys know what I'm talking about. Like there's just, every other year there's a couple of books being published and that are basically being recommended as, you need to read these. Like there's one, for example, it's called okay, I'm blanking, but it's something about thinking faster, learning smarter, something like that. I butchered it, but anyway, it's like I bought that book. I tried to read it, but it's very technical. It's boring. A lot of these really good books are super boring and technical, and they're just like you're studying something, and you're not particularly studying it because you have an organic interest in it. It more so comes from the ego and from society and people that you consider your peers, usually on the internet, telling you like that's what you need to read. And then so like you buy the books, you want to read them because you want to tell yourself that you're actively working on getting better and smarter, and then you basically halfway through the book, if you even get there, you just end up putting it away. And even worse, you start developing a negative association with reading, and you just stop reading altogether. I know for sure there's a bunch of people that can relate to that. Like they have still like a stack of 10 books that are all considered to be awesome and really good, by the community, but you just like end up never reading them because you're not motivated, because it's not fun, right? So then, like it happened to me. I used to love reading and I just stopped reading altogether because every time there was like a struggle to get through it. And then after like a decade of trying to basically be someone that I'm not, um, I tumbled down the Star Wars rabbit hole, and basically somebody recommended to me this particular Star Wars book, and that's 8 Star Wars books ago, and I just rediscovered how much fun it can be to read, and how it's just so enticing, and you just get sucked into it. And that's the superficial entertainment part. Like, screw that. Like, that's not gonna make you whatever. Like, it's not. It helps you relax, and it's damn sure is better than staring at a screen all day or watching a TV all day. But like, that's one thing. But what I really noticed is the profound effect of, if you're reading regularly, you just something happens. And the best way to describe it is, it helps you sort out your thoughts. You become more calm and peaceful. You start associating with different characters in the book, and you recognize certain patterns, whether that be positive or negative, and it helps you recognize those patterns in yourself. Like, a lot of these basically all of these Star Wars books that I've read, like, they're good, man. Like, a lot of people, they only see that first layer of space wizards fighting with lightsabers and all that stuff. But it's so much deeper than that. Like, Star Wars is about real life, all of it. It's just one big metaphor, basically. It's about politics, it's about left and right, it's about racism, it's about slavery, it's about sexism, it's about the ego, it's about personal development, it's about love and hate and very arbitrary emotions that we all experience on a daily basis. It's poured into this very cool and entertaining mold, which makes it so easy to take in and digest. Something all those other boring ass books that won the Nobel Prize could never do. So, like I said, I think I'm on my 8th book now, and just recently, I'm already halfway through this book. This one book caught my, like, it really grabbed me, even more than some of the others, and that's this one. So the book is called, if it would focus, the book is called Deceived, and that badass that you see on the cover is Darth Malgus. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but if you pay close attention, maybe you can see some similarities with him and myself, and I just really. So if you don't know anything about Star Wars, you really don't have to. All you gotta know is, like, there's the Jedi, those are the supposed good guys, but I say that between air quotes because it's like, and then there's the Sith, who are the supposed bad guys. I tend to identify way more with the bad guys in all of the novels. Like, I just love the Sith and the way they operate, and all those type of things, and how they feel and how they look at life. But this guy in particular, like I said, this guy, Darth Malgus. So as you can tell, he's wearing a face mask. So what happened to him, there was somebody basically launched a grenade at him, some of the rebels come, and it shattered his mouth. So his lips are all burned and messed up, and it's all described in detail in the book. And, I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Like, that fictional character has given me so much inspiration and power and strength and extra self-confidence, like, without even looking for it. And it just helps me put a lot of things in order. And like, this guy, I don't want to give away too much, but he's basically this, like, super villain, badass, ultra powerful, fearless. But then, and the Sith, they're not supposed to love. They're not supposed to have, relationships or women or, like, girlfriends or boyfriends for that matter, right? They're just like these evil motherfuckers. And this guy, underneath it all, like, he has, like, a personal slave servant, but he loves her. And, like, if nobody's watching, like, when they're alone, he treats her super gentle and kind, and she also knows that he loves her. But it's a super interesting dynamic because, like, if she steps out of line in public, he's like, if you do that again, I'll kill you. Stuff like that. It's very intense. But I could definitely relate to that, like to those different personas, and like having a lot of aggression, having a lot of dark energy, a lot of ego, a lot of need for, you know, success and achievement, but at the same time also being this like very love and sensitive romantic person that's actually misunderstood, you know, underneath it all. So yeah, the point I'm trying to make is I just literally, you know, discovered this on my 8th book in the series, but it's not even about like Star Wars. It's just like I'm begging you, if I can give you one like really good piece of advice for the next year, it'd be that you should really try to pick up reading, and don't pick up those like complicated trendy books. Pick up a book, whether it's fiction or nonfiction, about something that you find entertaining. I don't care how childish it may come across. Like, I don't care if it's about ponies or Power Rangers or, you know, anything. But reading does something to you. I would say it's the closest thing to meditation, actually, because a lot of people have trouble with meditating. When you read, all the extra thoughts, all the voices in your head, all the clutter just like makes way for, like, you know, the words that you're reading. They come to the forefront and they push everything out, and it's just it's incredible. And I wanted to really just stress that again. If you guys are looking to pick up a new habit that will undoubtedly help you in this new year. So yeah, that's basically that. And like I said, aside from everything I just said, the goal is still to make big changes this year, to really step outside of my comfort zone. I'm actually I'm flying to Lanzarote, like I already said, in 5 days. So on Friday, today is Sunday, doing a little surfing trip, and that'll be interesting. Not because of the surfing and all that. Like, sure, that's fun, but the great thing about traveling is it just helps you to really. It takes you out of this. Like, when you are where you live, it feels like you're underwater. You know, you're just like, and then when you travel, you're just like, you're coming off their air, and you don't have those people around you. You're just like somewhere free. Like, nobody knows who you are. Nobody has a preconceived notion of you, and you can see clearly. And then it's up to you to try and write down those thoughts and those epiphanies that you may or may not have whilst traveling, and try to, you know, follow through on those in the form of alterations in your current life and lifestyle. A little bit more also on me staying home. I just, you know, because it was interesting for me to go through that yesterday. The whole day I was kind of like thinking, like, because I had options, not to sound conceited, but I did have options. Like, I had a lot of friends. I have a big social circle. Like, I had a couple of parties that I could still basically attend last minute. And throughout the day, I was like, you know, I was really still 50-50. Like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna, you know, like, I don't know. Like, am I really gonna stay home? Am I gonna go out? And then it basically was like 6. It was like 7 p.m. And I was like, I realized, like, well, I think I'll, you know, like, I'm pretty tired. I don't, you know, I think I'm just gonna stay home. And then I really had like FOMO hit me hard around 8, 9. I almost panicked a little bit, like, it, you know, also due to social media, seeing everybody gear up for their big night, and I was like, hold up, like, this is sad. Like, I should be doing something. You know, like, what am I doing? And then, you know, I just like took a moment to reflect and ask myself, like, hold, like, what is this? Do you want to go out? Do you want to go out, or is this like you just feeling like you're not doing something that you're supposed to be doing right now? And then I realized, no, I don't. Like, I want to get a good night's sleep. I want to start the year off right. I want to go run. I want to make a video, and, you know, just again, like, really set myself up for a great start. And that's what I did. And in the end, I pushed through, and so happy I did, you know. So for anyone ever being in internal turmoil, not really knowing what to do, like, try to take those moments, really separate the emotions from yourself and your spirit, and don't always identify with that voice whispering in the back of your head, trying to convince you of that you should be doing something that you're not doing. Okay, guys, that's it. I hope you appreciate the video. comment below. If you're a Star Wars fan, let me know, man. Like, if you like this stuff. And I gotta be honest, I'm not even like, I definitely like the books more than the movies. Like, the movies rock, don't get me wrong, but like, there's just something about like most of these things, like these books, they're not in any movies or any, like, some are, some aren't. Like, I haven't seen any movie or show with this guy in it. If there is some type of movie with this dude in it, anybody, please, someone, let me know. I want to see that, you know, like, but not that I know of. Oh yeah, one last thing. I almost forgot. Oh, I'm happy I remembered. Also about the, like, so I didn't go out last night, and then this morning, I realized, you know, I saved at least 50 euros last night by not going out, like not eating out, not drinking, like at least 50, like probably more, deliciously 50. So I rewarded myself in the form of ordering 6 more Star Wars books that I haven't read. Like, yes, guys, I'm on a quest to read them all. There's like, I don't know how many there are, but must be close to, I don't know, 50, 100, I don't know. There's a lot of them, and I'm just like, I'm on a mission. So I ordered 5 more of those books with the money that normally I would have spent on alcohol and food. And I just, you know, that was like my way of rewarding myself or following through on what I really wanted to do and what I really like, instead of what society's telling me to like and to do. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll be back soon with a new video. Once again, Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you for watching these videos and leaving these awesome comments. I read every single one of them. Peace out.